This afternoon from Fenway, the Red Sox close out the series with Seattle. A victory takes it 2-1, and the Sox are in need of a shutdown from Chris Sale. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway. Great to have you with us on this Sunday afternoon. I'm Dave O'Brien, my partner, the Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. Garen Austin coming your way in just a couple of moments. Eck, there are times in a season you know very well where you need the ace to dominate. Chris Sale always seems to be up for that challenge.
Yeah, the problem with Chris Sale is everybody expects him to pitch like, lights out, like he always does. The problem is they don't score him any runs. This month, in fact, he's pitched as well as he ever pitches. You see the record, though, 1-2. All the other numbers are there. All the punch outs and what have you. He's had a great year. He really has, but his record is 6-4. The guy should have at least 10 wins without a doubt. But once again, we expect him to do what he does. Gives up 1 or 2 runs. Last time out, he gave up 2 runs, didn't get a W, no decision. That's happened a lot to him. But, we all have high expectations of him. It's always Chris Sale Day. We're going to get a W. We'll score him some runs, and then he can get a W.
Well, you certainly feel great if they get him 2 or 3 runs. He's going to turn in a great performance, and the Red Sox are going to win the game. So it's Game 3 this afternoon with Seattle. Red Sox can win not only the series, but the season series from the Mariners. Join us in just a moment from Fenway Park for the final game of this 3-game set. To put their 52nd win into the books today. They are 51-27. 1 game behind the Yankees, who are 50-24. They're taking on Tampa Bay, and that has been giving them a lot of trouble, that particular series, hasn't it?
Yeah, go figure, right? I mean, you talk about one of the best teams in the game, Tampa Bay. They've been trying all kinds of quirky things, relievers starting games, what have you. But, you never know in this game. It doesn't matter what your record is. Anybody could beat you.
Red Sox can take the season series from the Mariners here this afternoon. So looking to win the 3rd and final game. An off day tomorrow, and then the Angels and Mike Trout come calling. Look forward to that series. And the Red Sox are on the road for another lengthy trip, which will start in New York against the Yankees. Big series there, obviously. That's on to Washington against the Nationals, and finishing up at Kansas City before the Red Sox are home for the last week prior to the All-Star break. So the Red Sox home here this afternoon. Temperatures right now kicking around in the lower 70s, but it feels a lot steamier than that. The sun's been out. No rain at the moment. There is a forecast or 2 out there indicating there might be some showers this afternoon, but right now it is dry at Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Seattle get ready to have at it. Right now 75 degrees, chance of thunderstorms in the forecast here today.
Boy, last night you didn't know what time of the year it was, huh? I mean, it was like misty a little bit, 60 degrees. Could have been April.
Good warm weather for Chris Sale to get firing that fastball. 6-4, 274 ERA. He did not face Seattle at their place last week. His last 3 starts, a win, a loss, and a no decision. And he's allowed just 11 hits in 21 innings, striking out 30. The results for the ball club haven't really been there, but Sale has been outstanding. And heading to the pitcher's mound for Game 3. Let's give you a look at the Seattle Mariners starting lineup here this afternoon. It'll be D. Gordon at the very top. He's at second base, hitting .291. Mitch Haniger in right field, 16 homers. He's driven in 58. Nelson Cruz, the DH, the most dangerous man in their lineup, 20 home runs. Ryan Healy at first, Kyle Seager at third base. Guillermo Heredia will patrol center field. Mike Zunino does the catching. He's got some power. Denard Span in left, and Andrew Romine at shortstop, hitting ninth against the Red Sox starter, which is brought to you by your New England Audi dealers. Chris Sale against Minnesota last time out. He went 7, no decision. He struck out 11. It's Junior Announcer Day, and here with the Red Sox defense, brought to you by Southwest Airlines, it's Kelly from Wellesley, Mass.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien. In the infield, Rafael Devers at third base, Xander Bogaerts at shortstop, Eduardo Nunez at second, and Mitch Moreland at first. In the outfield, Andrew Benintendi in left, Jackie Bradley Jr. in center, Mookie Betts in right, and Sandy Leone doing the catching for Chris Sale.
Kelly, outstanding. Here are the umpires, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Bruce Dreckman behind the plate. Chad Fairchild at first, Estabrook at second, Marquez at third base. Alfonso is the crew chief. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit Copper2Toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV. Set for the first pitch, the speedy Gordon hitting .291 with 1 home run, and he can bunt. One of the better bunters in the American League. There aren't many, by the way.
Well, he's got a lot of swinging bunts too. All those infield hits.
98 to get started.
How about that from the get-go?
You heard that pop.
Boy, he's feeling good. He usually creeps into, the high 90s, but he's right out of the chute.
98, 99 on the first 2 offerings.
Oof. That's your call, not messing around.
Look at that first K right away. Popped him up. Mookie Betts, who's back in the lineup after feeling under the weather yesterday. Out number 1. Feeling much better today. And we'll send Mitch Haniger, the right fielder. I wonder if this guy's getting enough attention for what he has done for this ball club. This was a huge trade to bring him in from Arizona. Look at the numbers.
Oh, I'm telling you, I think this is the surprise of this year in the American League. Nobody really knows, never heard of this guy. Last year he started off good, but then got hurt, had an oblique, and that sort of stumbled last year. But boy, he's been incredible this year.
58 RBIs. Only JD Martinez has more in all of baseball. JD was 60. One and one.
There's that changeup. Anytime. Well, this kid's like not a nobody. He's not like he was a 20th round draft choice. He was a first round draft choice. So it's not like he's a diamond in the rough, but still.
He hasn't been this kind of player, and he has an absolute hose in right field. On the corner.
Thank you.
1 and 2. Nelson Cruz on deck. One man away. Leon doing the catching. And he caught strike 3. 2 down.
It's classic Chris Sale. Backdoor Johnson. He's made a living out of this. With all that gas, he can just flip it, just freezes you. There's no way. The ball starts outside and then just barely catches the outside corner. Unhittable, really.
Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, and life insurance. Strikeout number 1.
The way it normally goes with Sale is he gets, the strikeouts early, right? 8 punch outs, first 4 or 5 innings. That's how it usually goes. Then he'll get a couple more later in the game and always seems to be around that 10 spot, right? 9, 10, 11. One time he had 15 this year.
Yeah, but routinely 10, 11. Usually has those by the 6th inning.
He must freak out if he doesn't get a strikeout after 3 innings. I mean, something's wrong.
High fly, right field. Betts on the move. Mookie still all the way, and he's got it. That's a 1-2-3. Mookie Betts about to lead things off for the Red Sox. To you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien. Leading off for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Mookie Betts. And left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. The DH, JD Martinez. Batting fourth at first base, Mitch Moreland. The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. The second baseman, Edward Nunez. At third base, Rafael Devers. The catcher, Sandy Leon. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Colin, thank you so much. Mookie Betts, 342, 19 homers, 39 driven in. Did not play last night. A Red Sox loss under the weather. He'll get tomorrow off as well. The scheduled off day for the Sox. Benintendi on deck against Marco Gonzalez, the left-hander. 7-4, 3.80 ERA. He allowed 3 home runs to the Yankees his last time out.
Nibbling early on here. Guy with good control, not a lot of walks.
Facing the Red Sox for the first time.
Fastball really doesn't bring it. Throws probably 90. Little cutter, curveball, changeup. Changeup probably his best pitch.
Mookie with a 3-game hit streak. 3-2. The Yankees hit Gonzalez pretty hard last time out. He did pitch into the 7th inning, but he gave up 6 runs. And he took a 7-4 loss. And down goes Betts on the swing and a miss. He fans one away.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Mariners defense today. At third base, you see Seager at shortstop, Romine at short, D. Gordon at second, Ryan Healy at first, out in the outfield, Dinar Span in left, Heredia in center, Mitch Haniger in left, Zanino behind the plate catching Marco Gonzalez.
Benintendi at 295 with 13 homers, 50 runs batted in. Four-game hitting streak. He drove in a game-tying run with a base hit in the 7th inning on Friday, which was as entertaining a game here at Fenway as we've seen this season.
Yeah, you won't see a lot of games like that. You won't see a pitcher give up 10 earned runs and get off the hook like Wright did, and a couple 5-run innings for the Red Sox.
It was some comeback from deficits of 4-0 and 10-5. But you're right. I think somebody said the last time a Red Sox pitcher, a starter, gave up 10 earned runs and did not suffer the loss was 1945.
Well, the chances of giving up 10 runs are slim and none to begin with, right?
That's a great way
Let
to look at
alone,
it.
I'd gladly take an L. I feel like I deserve it. Let me get out of here.
2-1 in there for a called strike. He had been pitching so well. I mean, really brilliantly. He just didn't have it.
You know, like he pitched so well that game was like, you know, you're going to have a bad one, but that's as bad as it gets.
Red Sox overcame it. Really one of the best wins of the year. High fly and a right center toward the triangle. Heredia will move on over. 2 down. JD Martinez next. JD having some season. 326, 23 homers. Tops in the majors with 60 runs batted in. Huge night on Friday. 4 for 5, 5 RBIs. And then came back last night and went 2 for 4 with a triple and drove in.
He's so meticulous the way that he comes in, gets into the batter's box every time.
2 for 4 with a run. It was Mitch Moreland who had the triple last night, and he is on deck. 2 down, bases empty.
I'm telling you, this changeup, the kid's got a good changeup. That's his best pitch. Featured a few cutters. Doesn't throw very hard. 90 max.
JD 6 for 9 in the series.
Another changeup.
One and 2. Martinez has been something else here at Fenway Park too. He leads the major leagues in home runs at home with 15, RBI at home, batting average at home, hitting .366 at Fenway. Also slugging percentage and OPS at home. And strikes out here as Gonzalez buzzes it by. He strikes out 2 in the inning.
Special day for some of these Red Sox scholars. Can you tell us more about the program?
Yes, so the Red Sox Scholars Program is a program that started 15 years ago that honors and recognizes young Boston Public School graduates in the 7th grade, and we work with them for 9 years through middle school, high school, and college to make sure they're successful college graduates, all the while giving them a $10,000 college scholarship to make sure that they can graduate with as little debt as possible.
And how unique is this program?
How do we recognize the program?
How unique is it?
Oh, how unique is it? This program is incredibly unique. I mean, you can see we're surrounded by about 500 family members right now. We have young people that have graduated from the program and become members of the Red Sox Foundation staff. So we have seen this program go full cycle, which is incredible to see that these young people are graduating successfully and becoming contributing members of our society.
And there was a special on-field ceremony today. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, so we were able to bring about 125 of our scholars onto the field before the game and recognize the 14 new scholars that were coming into the program in their 7th grade year, the 10 high school graduates, and then the 18 college graduates. Wow. And what's really amazing is that we had one young lady that was graduating from a master's program, so she was able to throw out the first pitch, which was pretty cool.
And now what can fans at home do to help out the program?
Yes, so we're very excited to say that today's 50/50 online raffle sales will all go to support the Red Sox Scholars Program and the young people you see around me here today. So please go online, buy some tickets, redsox.com/5050, 5050. Got to be in Massachusetts, have to be over 18, but otherwise every dollar goes to support the Red Sox Scholars Program.
Wow, sounds fantastic.
Yes, we're very excited, and hopefully we can raise a bunch of funds for these young people.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Of course, thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, Babe, we'll go ahead and pass it back to you.
Karen, thank you very much. Rebecca, thank you so much. No score here in the 2nd inning. And Healy, the leadoff man against Chris Sale. 258 hitter with 14 home runs. Pretty good power from the former Oakland Athletic.
He seems like a prototype Oakland Athletic, right? That they're breeding those guys. They had so many of them, they got rid of him, right? They got more like him.
He's done well in this resurgent season for the Mariners. To the right side, hard hit, but Nunez gathers that and sets him down. And Sale has retired the first 4. Ace Ticket is Boston's trusted source for tickets to all Sox games and concerts at Fenway. The prices and service are better than you can imagine. Go to aceticket.com right now. Well, Kyle Seager's going to dig in here, and he got up this morning knowing that he is 1 for 16 lifetime against Chris Sale. And that includes 5 Ks. Red Sox overshift on him. Heredia on deck, 0-0 2nd inning. Tampa Bay's already jumped in front of the Yankees 1-0 in the first.
You see the defense here with Seager. He does pull the ball. I know hits a lot of balls on the ground the other way. I mean, pull side, but here's Sale throwing 98.
His last 2 starts, we have seen him get to 100. One and 2.
Last night he hit a ball down the left field line for a double. You got to change your stroke here a little bit at Fenway Park. I mean, some guys just can't. That's why these shifts work so well.
Trying to put him away. And that's nasty. 82-mile-an-hour slider for his 2nd strikeout.
You got no chance here, huh? I mean, after he's thrown the ball so hard, this one he takes just enough off. Ball almost stops. You know, you can't help but look a little silly. I feel badly for some left-handed hitters.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You really do?
I'm trying to be nice.
I have a feeling.
I'm not pitching, so I feel bad for people.
I doubt the honesty of that statement.
Do you think I like hitters
to
look
bad?
bad?
The only thing. Yes, I do.
You think I laugh at
I think
them?
you love. Well, I don't know about that,
No.
but I think you love to.
No, but I can understand. I mean, to
eat them alive.
It's easy to look bad.
Well, against a guy like Sale.
Oh, please.
Heredia 1 for 6 against him. Little trickler. Devers from the grass. Very quick inning from the lanky lefty. We love having Lenny Clark in the booth. It's like instant electricity and energy, and he's got the biking uniform on as well.
It's the new shirt, Dave. You know, last time I was here was an old shirt.
You look good, man.
Thank you.
You really do.
It was great. Hey, it was great hanging out with you at the party tonight. Can we talk about that?
Sure you can.
Oh, we're at John Henry's house. My God, what a party. What a soiree that was.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't steal anything. There was no problems. Oh, my God, it was incredible.
Guess my invitation got lost somewhere.
Well, I climbed over the fence. So don't feel bad. I wasn't invited either. But once you're in, you're in. You know, they don't like to throw you. They don't make a scene, you know.
You have a big event coming up, and that's the reason you've been biking as much as you have.
I've been biking 60 miles, 69, 64. Saturday, I do 75 miles from Quincy to Mass Maritime Academy. Then there's a big party. Here's the pitch. Yeah. Oh, get in there. Go. Take it out.
Gordon on, and in time to get Moreland one man away.
All right, so it's a bad shift. You know? So what happens is then we get up the next morning at 5, go over to Bourne Bridge, and then go down to Provincetown. They love me down there. Oh yeah, I'm getting a lot of peeps down there in my new outfit. You know? And I got to tell you, it's amazing. And I got to thank my great friends, Jason Page and his father at Wheelworks, because without them, I wouldn't have a bike. They saw my bike and said, "You're not going to make. You won't make it down the block on that bike."
You took gas the other day with your arm.
Oh
right?
yeah, look at this. It was like I got attacked by a bear, right? And my leg. Let me show you my pants. No. If I take my pants off, it's even worse. But I don't want to make the beautiful girls sick.
Sunday show, yeah.
Yeah, it's a kids. It's America's most beloved ballpark. So did you see my buddy? Kerry Jackson throw out the first pitch, Navy SEAL, 26 years.
Unreal.
Oh, he was crazy. Oh, it's unbelievable.
I mean, that's a guy you want in front of you all time.
Oh, yeah. And, I'm beside me and all around. You know. Here's the pitch.
In there for a strike on Xander. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What do you think here, this Red Sox thing? This is crazy with the Yankees.
Look at. We're only a game behind, and the Yankees are like a wrecking crew. And you know they lost last night to Tampa. You know, so hey, we win today, and we're right back tied, right?
That would be the case, assuming the Yankees get beat. Now
I'm not good with math.
The event, by the way, is for MS.
It's for MS, and I got to tell you, there's this love story involved. There's Joe and Josie Bonassi. Josie has MS, and she rides on the back of a tandem bike with a hulk of a husband, Joe, and it's just so great to see a couple so in love. They do the whole thing, and their son Andrew's in it. Oh yeah, and John Pepitone is the name of Pep's Peddlers. He's got MS. I have 2 sisters with MS. I have a sister-in-law with MS. And now I have a bunch of friends with MS because I've met so many people. And I got to tell you, they're the nicest people in the world. And it's not fair because the jerks don't even catch a cold. How does that work out? Why is that? Hey, I got to add a couple more sponsors. I got S&A Cigars out in Watertown. If you ever smoke, well, come on out with me. They got a back room, if you know what I mean. Fantastic. And the Mystic Dry Cleaners, Stop and Shop, Gordon Wilcox at the Tip Tap Club, Ernie Bach Jr., he donated a lot of money. And, oh, look at this.
Whoa.
High pop in the left.
If it doesn't burn up on re-entry, we'll be fine. Okay. He's got it.
Hey, consider that line stolen. I like that.
You got it.
Yeah,
You got it. Take it.
He's a play-by-play guy. Everything's a bomb, man.
Well,
everything's a... Hey, get out of here.
That's on the Lansdowne.
Well, you know, I've been, you saw me eat the other night. I've been eating like a horse. I've been over at Nicky Verano's. Have you been over there to seafood restaurant?
Yeah.
Strega?
Outstanding.
I've been loading up with pasta, Cabo load. Cabo. Cause,
all evidence to the contrary, though.
Well, you know what? I'm going to stop all this after. This ride's it. One and done. I will raise money for MS. I'll do anything they want. I'll dress up like a circus clown. But I am not riding again. It's killing me.
So when is the bike ride? When does it happen?
The bike ride happens Saturday morning from Quincy. And we go from Quincy to Mass Maritime. Then there's a big party. I'll be sleeping, of course. 2,800 riders. I'm planning on coming in 2,800. And, my brother Mike, he's like Lance Armstrong. My other brothers, Pete and the Giant Baby, they're incredible. And my nephew, Nicholas, he's a firefighter in Cambridge. He's doing they're blowing by me. I'm recruiting people that I figure I could ride with. They're all fast.
And by the way, the firefighters got to love you. They have to be in love with you.
Well, you know what? I respect and admire all the stuff they did. And plus, I made a good chunk of money out playing one.
You sure did.
Yeah.
And did a great job. One of my favorite shows.
Business? What's going on business? You got anything happening?
I have a couple of things in the fire. I did. And there's an out.
Yes.
Do I have to go?
No. We want to keep you another half.
Oh,
minute,
great!
if you can.
Fantastic. All right.
We can talk about your career.
All right. Well, that's not going to last half minute.
inside the booth talking about this great event, and you feel like you've never been fitter in your life?
Yeah, you know what? I'm in the best shape of my life, but I could never have kids again. You know, it's ruined. All down there, downstairs is shot to hell. Yeah, I'm gone. But yeah, I mean, the thing about riding a bike, it's different than working out, you know, because you just. I was hoping I'd get like a Zen thing. That didn't happen. And people say, oh, you'll do it again. No, I won't. I will do whatever. I will be a volunteer. I will help out. I'll change tires. But, man.
How many miles do you think you've trained for this?
Oh, over 1,000. A couple thousand probably. A couple thousand, Mike? Yeah. That's Lance Armstrong up there.
So you just do charities. You have so much money you don't even have to work anymore.
Oh, no. We're working on a charity for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're going to put me in a home, an assisted living rest home. I tell you what, I would work for John Henry. I'd be I can't be the groundskeeper because he brings Dave over, Dave Mello. Oh, look at the lawn. It's fantastic.
Totally.
But I tell you, what a beautiful home.
Oh, my God.
And John and Linda have been so supportive, both financially and mentally. And, they said if I need a psychiatrist, they'll take care of that. There's a strikeout. Yeah.
Number
that's
3.
It.
Yeah, what new?
That's it. 3 strikeouts. Put up the K's. Where's the K's in the?
Yeah,
where are the K's? It's sales, you idiots. Come on.
There they are, center field.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Sorry.
They're on it.
Takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. Right now, I'm a giant.
What now? Eck was asking about career plans, what you're working on right now.
Okay. I did a show with Kevin Bacon. So now I'm 7 Things
Degrees of 7.
Right.
Yeah.
It's for Showtime. It was filmed in. I did the pilot. It's called City on the Hill, and it's a real dark drama where I play an assistant district attorney. That's not a problem.
Down the line, Devers giving chase, and it's going to sail into the seats.
That's why it's no problem. So anyway, I wear nice clothes. It's really, and I don't know if I made the cut. But
wait a minute. You wear nice clothes. You
yeah, I do. Yeah.
In this show.
Oh yeah. In the show. Oh yeah. Because when I was a big fat guy, the wardrobe would say, "Lenny, you want the clothes?" I said, "Burn those." now that I'm wearing Armani, he's like, "Can I have this?" No, Lenny, you got to give it back.
So, I like your jeans.
Well,
too.
thank you.
I really do.
Yeah, for a 65-year-old man to rock skinny jeans, not bad, right?
Yeah.
And I got a 6-pack. All the kids in the gym. How old are you, Mister? 84. I'm 84
God,
years
you look
old.
good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're darn good at 84.
Yeah, right.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
One man out, bases empty as we chat with Lenny Clark, of course. No score here. And Chris Sale with 3 Ks. He has set down the first 7 he's faced today.
He's a pretty amazing cat.
Who's that?
Sales.
Sure he is. He's still on pace almost for 300 again this year, strikeouts.
Wow.
Wow.
That's hard to do when you only pitch at 200 innings. I mean, seriously.
143 and counting right now, and trying to add to that against Denard Span, but up the middle, and that's through for a base hit.
Span's killing us. This guy's been murdering us this year.
Yeah, he has been. He's had 2 game-winning hits against the Red Sox in 2 different uniforms with Tampa Bay and Seattle. It'll send up Romine.
I'm glad you prefaced that, because when you said 2 different teams right away, I said, what 2 are they? And you mentioned
there
it.
You go.
A lot of guys just said they don't tell you.
Yeah.
And you're screaming at the TV, what 2?
Yeah.
Tell me the teams.
We like the.
Sorry.
I think
I
it's a professional show.
Yeah.
On occasion, anyway.
So yeah, I got Conica Minolta, our good friend. He sent us a lot of money for the ride. I mean, I raised a ton of money. I'm like in the top 10 money raises. But the last time I was here, I didn't know the link. Because I'm not good with the interweb. I still don't think that's going to make it. But if you look at it, pepspeddlers.com/Lenny. Smiling emoji, monkey fish. I mean, whatever. I don't know.
There it is. Right on the screen. We've
got
it
there it is. Oh, look, and there we are. Look how handsome you look, Eck. You too, Dave.
Thanks, Lenny.
You're very handsome men. Don't get nervous. This isn't a Me Too moment. I just pointing out how good you look.
0-2, the count on Romine.
Romine. Andrew Romine. What kind of name is that? No one's saying anything, so evidently I'm not the only one who's wondering. Romine. Romine! You ain't got it today, Romine! Sit down! Go ahead, Chris. Show him where the dugout is.
He needs one more pitch.
0-2.
He'll sit down.
Oh, there's a staring contest.
And he got a piece of it to hang in there.
How fast is he at first? Real fast?
He used to be.
Yeah, not as
He's
fast.
now like in his mid-30s. He can still, pick him up and put him down, but he used to be a burner about, 4 or 5 years ago.
Don't worry about him, Chris. He ain't got it anymore. Just sit this kid down. Oh, but then I got to go. Let him follow up another one. PepsPedalers.com. And John and Linda Henry, oh my God, they've been so great. Thank you. I love you guys. And
See?
Yeah, sit down. Well, that means I got to sit down too, right?
I'd love to say sit down. Wouldn't you? That's a great
Come back anytime.
David, thank you so much.
Best of luck with
Always
this
a
event.
pleasure.
It's gonna
Thank
be a
you.
huge
Oh,
success.
yeah.
Right.
Eck,
Yes.
man, all the cheese in the world to you, brother. All right.
Thanks, Lenny. Lenny Clark, the one and only for MS. It's going to be a huge, huge event. No score in this one.
Good luck, man. Nice to see you.
As Romine fans, D. Gordon 0 for 1. He has flied to right. And we will be talking with Alex Cora from inside the dugout after this half inning.
Well, you got to have energy, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
he oozes it. A couple thousand miles he's talking about training.
He does look good. Totally different looking
Really
guy.
does. Gordon with an 11-game hitting streak. He's been their hottest bat lately. One and one. He was bailing there. 98 miles an hour.
You know, they took a couple of games off, right? Remember, they got a couple extra days, and he came back and threw 100. And the fastball's still there. I mean, I think it's such a great thing that they do that over the course of the season.
With an eye toward October. Got him picked.
Oh, yeah.
Moreland will race after Span. Xander Bogaerts with the tag. That's how the inning ends on the pickoff by Chris Sale to retire the side.
Well, you knew you want to go with two. Try to get a guy in scoring position, and Chris, not a great move, but froze him. Pair of shoes out there.
So he wound up with 2 strikeouts. He allowed a base hit and then picked a man to retire the side. Alex Cora joining us from downstairs in the dugout. Alex, thanks so much. Chris Sale, I know you want to get him some runs. He's pitched so well without the results, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's not because we're not trying. It's just a matter of sometimes he faces the aces of the opposition. Sometimes it just happens, but I feel like today is going to be the day we're going to score some runs and he's going to get the W.
And you got Mookie Betts back in there. How is Mookie feeling after you couldn't use him in game 2?
He's feeling well. He's okay. Probably a little bit weaker, than usual, but he's out there grinding it out, and he'll make a difference in this game.
Alex, thanks so much.
How
Appreciate
about that move to first? That was great. Huh?
Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Alex Cora liked the pick. Red Sox nothing and Seattle nothing. Sox coming up here as we give you a look at the road ahead, presented by People's United Bank. Day off tomorrow, and the Angels in for 3, and then that long trip. Red Sox don't have a ton of long trips left. They're getting a lot of them out of the way, most of them out of the way before the All-Star break. And the Red Sox are home for that last week before the break, which is a little bit later this year. So it's hard to believe, but the Red Sox are going to have played 98 games by the time the All-Star break begins.
Yeah, that is strange. You never see that, but I'm looking forward to this weekend, next weekend, Friday. Obviously, you're going to go to D.C., but I think the Yankee series is going to be, everybody and their brother is going to have eyes on that series.
The rest of the way, every time the Red Sox and Yankees meet. 1 game at the moment. Yankees are leading Tampa Bay in the second inning 3-2 today. Rafael Devers to lead things off. Red Sox are looking for their first base runner. 236, a dozen home runs. Sandy Leone on deck, and then Jackie Bradley.
Seems more like a closed stance. I've been paying attention to him, how he's changed a little bit at the plate. Still hacking, but his stance is a little different.
And maybe standing a little deeper in the box. He's got that foot on the back line. That left foot. Devers has only played 8 games in his career against Seattle, but he's hit 2 home runs. He's driven in 6, hitting over 300, 303 against them. First major league hit and homer came against Seattle. Red Sox facing the left-hander Marco Gonzalez, a Tommy John survivor. 26 years old. Is having something of a breakthrough year at 7-4 with a 3.80 ERA.
How about this play last night, which everybody that saw the game? The first inning, the Red Sox scored a run, but they took it away from him because you saw Devers swing and the ball hit the bottom of the shoe. They didn't see it right away, the umpires, but you could see it just barely clipped the bottom of the shoe. You never see a guy swing and miss and get hit by the pitch. It happened twice last night.
Isn't that amazing?
It happened to Holt.
Yep.
He swung and almost hit him in the stomach. And he was laughing, but you don't see that very often. And it cost them the run. And once again, the replay does, they do their job in the replay.
1-2. Punch to the right side. Gordon with an easy stab on that. And Devers retired. That's 7 up, 7 down.
Looking for a place to catch up on everything Red Sox? The Ultimate Red Sox Show, as you covered, as TC brings you all the must-see moments from the past week. Don't miss the Ultimate Red Sox Show tonight at 5:30, presented by Sam Adams, the official beer of the Boston Red Sox.
Sandy Leon at 240. That batting average has been creeping up. Actually had the game-winning RBI in the 4th inning on Thursday. In there for strike 1.
This guy mixed it up pretty good. He reminds you of really a little more fastball, firm fastball, almost like LeBlanc.
The Red Sox really knocked around on Friday.
Well, that was payback, huh? Whew.
It sure was. He had been dazzling in Seattle against the Sox, but not on Friday. 1-1 to the shortstop, Romine. He hoovers that up. 2 down. Jackie Bradley next.
The type of left-handers that give them trouble, Don't throw real hard. Change up, little cutter.
Good command.
Yeah, good command.
Jackie batting 178 after an 0 for 3 last night. 6 out of 51 against lefties. And in dire need of a big day as he looks at a strike. Mookie Betts on deck.
You got to admit that Jackie's had some hard luck. Tough luck, I think. And a lot of balls he's hit hard. When you're going bad, you hit a ball hard, you need a knock, and it just hasn't been happening for him. I mean, I bet you over the course of the last couple of weeks he's hit the ball hard, maybe a dozen times.
I'll tell you what, in the Baltimore series, he hit screamers, wicked line drives. Nothing fell in.
That's got to get to you after a while too.
Two down.
It's a results game. You got to, I don't care if you hit it hard. You get, you'll take a bleeder, whatever. Just throw it out there. Get yourself going.
Checked. It was in tight. Jackie at Seattle in the series there. Hit one that nobody caught. Solo home run on the 17th of June. His last home run. It's that one hard, and that is going to get through off Healy's glove. That's kind of right to your point. But for a change, it gets through for Jackie Bradley.
Oh, I mean, he picks it right there. You're right back to the drawing board again. Especially first time up, you get this. You got to get a hit, get your confidence rolling. He gets a fastball. He turns on it. He smokes this ball. That's a tough pick there by Healy. Kind of slowed it down a little bit.
So the Red Sox have their first hit and base runner. Mookie Betts 0 for 1, struck out first inning. Mookie's been on base 11 times over the last 4 games. Been taking his walks, and he's been hit by a pitch over that span. Leading the major leagues in home batting average. He's batting .398 at Fenway.
Both he and J.D. Martinez wearing it out at home.
Two down, 1 on, and a 1-1. Red Sox are leading the majors in runs scored. The next run they score will be number 400. Also number 1 in extra base hits. Bradley with a very short lead at first base with 2 down, but the throw over anyway.
Got to think about running here. Maybe with 2 strikes you might go, but he always picks the spots, doesn't he, Jackie? That's why he's got such a great percentage, to say the least.
Good count here for Betts. 3 balls, 1 strike. We'll see what Jackie Bradley's up to over at first base. Benintendi on deck. And a 3-1. He deals a strike to fill it up.
Once again, not challenging him. Change up. Punched him out on a cutter last time up. Ball's up a little bit. Kind of wasn't looking for that.
Payoff pitch. Rocketed, but foul just off the line.
Just could not keep it fair. Got something off speed. I'm sure he was looking off speed. Had just thrown him a change up the pitch before. This is a curveball. Decent break on it, down and in. He just strokes it. That would have been trouble down the line.
Three-two again. Oh, he struck him out for the second time. 1 man left.
Any device for alerts 15 minutes prior to each game with matchup info, streaks, updated times, and more. Visit NESN.com/schedule to import it now. It's presented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Boston Red Sox and Major League Baseball.
Fouled away by D. Gordon. The 4th inning underway. 0-0. Each side with just 1 hit. So it's a pattern that Sale has seen far too frequently this season. Red Sox have yet to do anything with the starter on the other side when he's on the mound. Gordon was at the plate when Span was picked off to end the 3rd inning. So 0 for 1. Haniger next, and then Nelson Cruz for Seattle. Four strikeouts for the left-hander. Against Minnesota last time out, 7 innings and a no decision, just 3 hits. He struck out 11. And late in that game, he was touching 99 and 100.
Boy, he's just been feeling good. He really has. And you know that the concern you talked about out of spring training, trying to manage pitch counts and what have you, which they do with everybody, but for him it's so important because this guy is such a power pitcher. And watching him bring it like this time of the season, he just looks fresh.
Wave and a miss, spins him around, and here's number 5. The overmatched Gordon there.
His slider just sweeping all the way across the plate. Don't throw a strike. He just swings. Not even close. That ball is so far outside. It's just a wave. One-handed wave.
Haniger next. He struck out first inning. So these are the updated totals. Strikeout leaders in the American League. Sale number 1 at 145. So he's on that 300K pace again.
See the guy with the strikeouts, kind of surprising. Not that he's not a strikeout pitcher. Bauer, Trevor Bauer with Cleveland, 140 punch outs. Kind of surprising. I mean, this guy, he's coming to his own. He really has. He's a star pitcher now.
The Indians have really caught fire. They've ripped off 6 in a row, and they have opened up a 7-game lead in the Central over the Tigers. They may run away and hide.
That's such a tired division. That's not fair. You know what I mean? You're sitting in a division with somebody with 50 wins, and in there he's over there running away with the thing.
Down he goes. He struck him out. Back-to-back Ks by Sale. Give him 6. Join Pedro and Carolina Martinez at the Pedro Martinez Charity 2nd Annual Feast with 45 Friday right here at Fenway. It's a night of baseball, food, and drink with 45 of the best chefs in Boston. Tickets available right now. PedroMartinezCharity.com.
I sat down with Pedro yesterday, in fact, it was Friday, for about a half an hour. Chatted with him. He's something, man.
And that conversation debuts right after the game today. That was Pedro visiting with the chefs prior to the contest today. 2 down, bases empty. Cruz 0 for 1. He's flied out to right.
Cruz has had a little success against him. You think about it. 8 for 27. Anything's, and 2 home runs. I mean, not too many people can say that.
Socked into right, slicing. Mookie on the move, won't get it. That's going to take a hop up against the top of that fence. It stays in play. Cruz is chugging for 3, and the throw gets by. He stopped, and now he continues on. Have no idea what he was stopping for.
What in the world is he stopped? He is so lucky he doesn't get thrown out. First of all, this play all comes down to not hitting the cutoff man. I didn't know exactly what happened, but that's where it all went haywire. I mean, you're thinking 3 when he hits that ball down the line. I mean, because, that's a long ways to go there, and you got to get it clean in that corner. It's such a hard thing to do. It takes a long time to get to it. He gets it. Watch the cutoff man,
Nunez just missed it.
Yeah, he just missed it.
Yeah, the throw was there from Betts.
But what was Cruz doing? I mean, if you're going to go, you got to go. Watch, he changes his mind. What, are you kidding me?
Wow.
What is that?
Very lucky to get there.
You ever seen that? A guy stop?
Not that
going for a
close to
triple?
third base.
I mean, never.
Very unusual. Here's Healy.
With 2 outs, he didn't need third base. That's, I could see if there's 1 out.
Yep. A triple all the way, but I think if Nunez handles the throw from Betts, they've got him at third base.
Oh,
An accurate throw. And drilled in there. Take another look.
You're going to see Cruz. I mean, he's got to pick up the third base coach. I don't think he did. When he finally looked, he's holding him up, and he just stops. Still could have thrown him out, even with the mix-up in that cutoff.
1-2. So now Chris Sale trying to put away Healy and erase that base runner at third. He has 6 strikeouts. 49 pitches, 38 have been strikes. Crowd wants another one right here.
Take your choice. What do you want? Slider.
He got him. He struck him out. That slider, nasty stuff. Sox fans, pick up KM Fenway Franks at your grocer today. KM, together we grill. So it's the bottom half of the 4th inning. No score in this one. Sale made sure of that. by getting a big K there with a runner at third. Benintendi 0 for 1. Fly out to center. He has a 4-game hit streak. JD Martinez on deck. They're getting the second look at Gonzalez. Time to see who's been driving the ball, presented by Toyo Tires. Benintendi this year at Fenway, 352, 7 homers, 31 driven in. Toyo Tires, the official tire of the Red Sox. In the hole, here's the 0-2. And he will have to take a seat. Breaking ball got him. 1 away.
Problem breaking ball was it was paint. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. This is absolute paint. I mean, you can't put it any better. Unhittable. Perfect.
Boy, both of these guys, Sale and Gonzalez, are on. 4 strikeouts for their lefty. Martinez one of them. JD 0 for 1. "23 home runs, 60 runs batted in, not out of June yet."
Try to keep you honest there with a little cutter inside. Boy, this guy throwing the ball good today. Maybe I jinx him by talking him up right now.
Well, came in with good numbers, 7 and 4, 3.80 ERA.
Thank you. Ball's outside. But I'll tell you what, when you're painting, you get that inch and 2 there, you know.
Gonzalez's father, Frank Gonzalez, was drafted by the Tigers in 1989, so it's a baseball family. He's out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Here's the 1-2. Did not offer. Good patience there on the changeup. His strike percentage is not as good as Chris Sale's today, but the results are almost identical. Spoil that one, still 2-2. Check out what events are coming up at Foxwoods. July 7, Jerry Seinfeld. And on the 13th, celebrate 50 years of Yes. And August 4th, 3 legendary rock bands teaming up for the Revolution 3 tour. Two got jammed.
Don't see many fastballs. You see the cutter throws a cutter decent velocity.
He's just on the edges of the plate for the most part.
Yeah.
Very few down the middle. He hasn't walked anybody.
Kind of surprises you when he throws a fastball.
Down he goes. Struck him out with a change. Back-to-back Ks. And there are 2 away in the 4th.
You know, he comes inside. The next pitch, changeup, little 3-finger, turn me over, down and away, and he's got him fishing one-handed. This guy is just dazzling out there.
Mitch Moreland next. He has tapped to second, 0 for 1. Mitch has 4 triples in his last 26 games.
He just hits it right in the perfect spot in that triangle, in between the gap there.
That's a high foul out of play.
And it goes all the way. All of them went all the way to the 420 sign.
Friday and then last night.
Look at this ball. Just perfectly placed. Has problems with it. Everything just went just right. Headlong dive. And I think this might be a stand-up triple. This takes forever. Watch this ball. Yep, stand-up triple. Hello.
4 triples in 26 games after he hit 3 in his first 957 games.
Would you call this a triples ballpark? I'm not. There's better ballparks to hit triples.
This is a good one, though.
You know, Rice hit. I remember 40 years ago in '78. I don't know why I remember this. He hit 15 triples. You don't think Rice of being a triple guy, right? He hit 15 in '78.
0-2 off the edge. Well, the triangle and the 420 mark. And you get the right field line where it can get stuck underneath the padding, of course, heading out toward the bullpen. Right. Take some funny bounces there. And even coming off the wall in left center at the 379 mark. A wave and a miss. Zunino has to retrieve it. He'll throw on to retire the side, and Gonzalez strikes out 3. Kyle there rocking a Cafe Martin cap in support of our great friend John Martin. Out of the 5th inning, 0-0, and Seager struck out his first time up. A pitcher's duel on this Sunday afternoon between Sale and Gonzalez.
Well, 77-mile-an-hour slider, just a little spin job, and then he's got a 98 cross seamer. Makes you look. I mean, you could be so silly. You got to look. You got to sit dead red, don't you? I mean, and hope to adjust and not look stupid.
But how do you do that?
I don't know.
I mean, we're talking about the best hitters in the world.
Yeah, I mean, what's he going to do now? He's just seen 2 sliders way off speed, and what are you going to get now? Another one.
Well, you're going to get strike 3. That's 8. He is racking them up here. Catch a condensed 2-hour version of this Red Sox game at midnight. Sox in 2. Brought to you by Cumberland Farms, where you can get iced coffee for 99 cents, any size, any day.
You know, we've been watching this for what, a year and a half now. I mean, you get used to it, don't you? It's like it's you come to expect, and then next thing you know, you don't realize how awesome this is.
Hot shot fouled by Heredia. You're right, but I don't think anybody takes it for granted. I really don't.
Okay.
I think it's still special when he goes out there every 5th day, knowing what he can do, and then he delivers it. I realize that over and over, and often he exceeds it.
But we watch it, and he could do pretty much anything he wants. Like, we have fun with it. I have fun watching him throw because it's like,
everybody does.
Yeah, why don't you do this? And I might be wrong, but you know.
I think I'll throw a 77-mile-an-hour breaking ball, and then I'll throw 100, and then I'll throw a changeup.
I just don't know what it's like to be able to do that. And I pitched for so long, and it's kind of jealous of guys that can do this.
Put him away. 99 to Fan Heredia. Well, let's see now. He has struck out 5 of the last 6.
Let's have a punch-out package, man. Just punch-outs galore. Talk about anything you want. Backdoor piece. Look at the sweeping breaking ball. High cheese away, running away. Another high fastball. Sit down. Little slider all the way across the plate. High gas again. Backdoor in the dirt. I mean, it's crazy.
He has fanned 7 of the last 9 Mariners. But he is still looking for a couple of runs of support. And that's been the issue.
Looking for punch out number 10 too.
Now, the one thing he has yet to do today is strike out the side. He is 1 strike away from doing that.
Yeah, he struck out the side last inning, I think.
We allowed a triple.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're talking about boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Hello.
That pitch was the first ball he threw in this inning.
And that was 100. It was a beam, a big beam for a ball.
And he got him at 99. To blow away Zunino, he strikes out 3 in a row.
DCU, TC Wake and Steve will bring you all the latest Red Sox news. DCU, Digital Federal Union. What can DCU save you? That's a mouthful.
Oh.
Pooh.
Well, both of these pitchers have been a handful today. Chris Sale with 10 Ks. Marco Gonzalez has 6. And they both just struck out 3 in a row in their last innings. The Sox have 1 hit. The Mariners just 2. Xander Bogaerts is 0 for 1 with a fly to left. The sun is out. And he'll take ball 1. Xander jammed his left index finger on Friday night on a slide into second base. Although he was available last night.
You know, he stayed in the game, but you knew what was wrong. He was mad. He was just upset that he hurt himself. Luckily, it didn't last but just 1 game, but you saw him steal this bag.
Now you noticed this right away.
Right, because he kind of swept the ground right there. He was upset. Luckily, he didn't break it.
A little bit of a sprain. Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
2-0 changeup.
Tom Glavine got to the Hall of Fame on that kind of pitch on 2-0. Although he'd start you with a change, he would throw it in 3-1.
He uses his changeup like a fastball.
Mm-hmm. He's got a 3-1. He hasn't walked anybody. The only base runner, Jackie Bradley, ripped a base hit off the glove of Healy, the first baseman.
You got to look off speed. 3-1.
You were right, but you really can't look for a changeup, can you?
I don't know. I mean, you're not going to get a fastball. He doesn't throw his fastball that much to begin with, let alone in fastball counts.
Nunez on deck. Bit of a breeze out toward left.
Wants to throw a cutter.
Hard hit. That's fair down the line. It hugs the chalk all the way to the corner. Up against the monster. That's going to be 2 bases to start the inning. As Xander jumps on one for a double. That finger's apparently all right.
Well, I would think that he was looking for something soft, and he just got a cutter. And he just dropped it. He just dropped the head on it and just kept it fair, barely. See that shoulder dropped into the slot and hits this ball right down the line.
So that'll bring up Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1. He has popped to second. Spot where you have to advance the runner down to third, if nothing else.
1 run seems enormous today.
Really does. Nobody out. Line shot to center. Heredia charging. It was really hit stiff. Bogaerts has to be held. Not a good throw, but they're going to be on at first and third. Ripped by Nunez.
Well, he got him over.
Sure did.
And he loves the hack. And he got a pitch ahead, hit a bullet, just hit it too hard to center field, but still nobody out. You can't send Bogaerts on this. He is all over this. I think it was a curveball right back up the middle. Heredia's got it before he touches third base. Bad throw, but can't attempt it.
Well, that's a guy who could really get hot, who could really get rolling for a long period of time. Talking about Nunez.
Well, you know, that's what we saw when we first got him last year. I have never seen anybody as hot as that.
And with power. Well, here's Devers. A little bit of a different batting stance for him today. 0 for 1. He's grounded to second. Sox trying to break through. Now have 3 hits against Gonzalez. Nobody out. Shot high down the right field line, but he's going to push it foul.
Boy, you just never know what Devers is going to run into. You just don't know.
I think it makes him very exciting to watch as a hitter. I really do.
Because he can run into something out of nowhere, just boom, or hit a ball off the left field wall, or boom, just yank one out of here.
He rips that one to right field. That's going to be on the grass, out of the track, all the way to the wall. Bogart's in. Nunez to third. They'll stop him there on the double by Devers, and the Red Sox are on the board.
I'm telling you, he's not going to waste, take anything. He's just hacking. He gets a cutter. I don't know if he knew what he hit. I swear to God, I don't think. He's looking at his cutter, but he leaves it right out over the middle, and he's bailing and wailing, and he hits a bullet. And I thought they didn't have trouble with that ball down the line. I thought he could have got 3. They could have pushed the envelope a little bit. Nobody out. They just held everybody up second and third. But an RBI, first run of the game.
Red Sox swinging it. Bogart started it with the double. Nunez with a shot to center field for a single. And now Devers drives in Xander Bogaerts with a double. Second and third, nobody out for Sandy Leon.
Boy, he fell out of his tree in a hurry, didn't he? Boom, boom, boom. Boy, he was dazzling. I knew I could jinx him.
Stottlemyre out there to find out what's up with Gonzalez. Red Sox ahead 1-0, trying to get more in support of Chris Sale today, who has been brilliant again. I know you've heard that before.
But really brilliant today.
Yeah, electric with his stuff. Sandy Leon 0 for 1. He has grounded out to short.
Infield playing halfway, creeping in a little bit. Yeah, they're just sort of halfway. You know the Red Sox like to play contact.
Ball 1. Last 5 games against Seattle, Sandy Leon has driven in 4 runs. Had some nice games against them. Nunez at third, Devers at second. 2-0. Bradley on deck.
Nice and patient, huh? Not getting too anxious.
292 with men in scoring position, Sandy Leon. The Sunday crowd would like some more. Here's the 2-0. It's been about it, around 91 with that two-seamer in terms of velocity.
But he finally gave somebody a fastball and a hitter's count.
Red Sox trying to keep it rolling. 2 men in scoring position. Fly ball left center field on the move. Heredia backing up. Back to tag Nunez. He will score easily. And the Red Sox are in front 2-0 on the RBI from Sandy Leon.
Nice work by Sandy getting the ball in the air. 2-1 pitch. He just lifts this ball. The changeup. Got a changeup. Down for the most part. Goes down there and gets it and flips it like one hand. Gets the ball in the air. Did his job.
Bradley 1 for 1 with a well-struck single off the glove of the diving Healy at first time up. He is looking for a string of those. Mookie Betts on deck. 1 man away with Devers at second. Showing bunt and a strike.
That's weird. You don't see that very often from Jackie.
When Betts comes up, it'll be for the 3rd time in the ball game against Gonzalez. Here's the 0-1. High fly down the right field line, foul. That one hit a long way. But the Red Sox have had some really nice swings in this inning. Wednesday is Jackie Bradley Jr. bobblehead night at Fenway. First 10,000 fans receive a JBJ bobblehead presented by Gatorade. For tickets and more info, visit redsox.com/promos. 0-2. Tomorrow, a day off for the Sox. Back at it on Tuesday night against the Angels. David Price is on the bump against fellow lefty John Lamb. Rick Porcello goes on Wednesday, and Stephen Wright on Thursday.
I got a Lamb. They're facing a Lamb coming up, huh?
No record for him, an ERA of 5.40.
That's not a good name for a pitcher.
No, I would think not.
Might as well be Lunch, Mr. Lunch.
0-2. Line into right, sinking, coming on Haniger. He's going to knock that down. Heading into third will be Devers. He had to hold up for fear it might be caught. It's another hit for Jackie Bradley, who's 2 for 2.
Here comes Jackie Bradley. Some good swings today. 3 swings in this at bat that he looked good, and once again he follows it up. Breaking ball, and he has a nice swing at it. Ball's up, line drive. Luckily that ball didn't carry anymore because Haniger almost catches this ball in the air, but it short hops him. Devers holds up between second and third, doesn't know what to do, ends up at third base. So he didn't know what to do. He holds up halfway there. He's in dead man's land there anyway.
So they're safely on the corners for Betts. Mookie trying to solve Gonzalez, who struck him out twice in the first and the third. Red Sox with 4 hits in the inning and counting, 5 for the ball game.
This is where Mookie could put a hurting on the Mariners right here.
Yeah, you figure if he gets a knock here, they're going to get their bullpen going.
Oh yeah, he can hurt him. He's seen him. This is 3rd time up.
One away. High fly center field. Heredia back, looking up into the sun on the track. He's there. He's got it. Tagging up. Here comes Devers. Give the RBI to Mookie Betts, his 40th. The Red Sox ahead 3-0.
Yeah, the Red Sox did what they had to do. A couple sacrifice flies. A good swing right there by Mookie. Would have shocked me if he hit one out of here. Back legs him right there. Did the job though. Sac fly. He'll take it.
So 3 up there for Chris Sale. Bradley at first. Benintendi has flied out and he has struck out. 0 for 2 today. Sunday night baseball game is the Phillies at Washington. Tampa Bay leads 6-3 over the Yankees in the 4th inning. The Rays have won the last 2 games of that series.
The Rays are bothering the Yankees big time.
It can be pesky. Benintendi is hit in 4 in a row. Driven to center field. That'll hang up for Heredia, and he'll make the catch. But a good inning. The Red Sox get 3. Number 79, the Red Sox would beat the Rockies 11-4. Ryan Dempster win number 5. Dustin Pedroia had 3 hits, and he drove in 4. Well, the Red Sox have just picked up 3 runs in support of Mr. Sale here as we go on to the 6th inning. And he is striking them out left and right. He's fanned 7 out of the last 8, and he has 10 on the day, and a lot of that first pitch strikes right on the black. 80% of his pitches today have been strike sack.
Oh, it's a machine.
Span has a base hit, and then Sale picked him off. Cruz tripled in the 4th inning, and then he struck out Healy, one of 3 men he struck out in that inning.
How's he going to do it this time? Huh? Sweeping breaking ball. Yes.
Looking for number 11, and he missed with that one. So only 2 hits off him. trying to make the veteran hitter Denard Span his 11th K. 1-2. Wrapped at first base. Moreland will snag that and do it himself. One away. Time for a game break brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's Tom Caron. TC, thank you so much. Romine next. He struck out in the third, 0 for 1. He is 3 for 15 against the left-hander.
A little change up. Don't get carried away. I'm not going to throw you. You don't know what to think. I mean, number 9 hitter. He thinks he's going to get a fastball. No.
He bunts. Sale can't get to it. Nunez will roll it toward the Red Sox dugout. Runner will not advance beyond first base. So Romine is on with a base hit.
Romine with an absolutely perfect bunt. And look at the dive. Look at the effort by Sale on this. This is incredible. Look at this. I wasn't expecting this, but he hit it, punched it hard enough to get by Sale. And a tough play there by Nunez. Luckily, ball didn't go in the dugout, but that is perfectly placed. With hit hard enough to get by the pitcher. Sale can't get there. Base hit.
So the Red Sox will buy him a little recovery time here and chat with him before D. Gordon steps up there. He's got 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
See a pitcher go sprawling off the mound very often.
And 6'6", it looks different.
He was like a cat too, man.
He's a very, very good fielder. Excellent fielder.
I mean, he's ready. I tell you, we're lucky we didn't have to face Segura in this series, huh?
Yeah, he's out with an arm infection.
I mean, he's one of the best players in the game.
He's an outstanding offensive player. Does not look like he will appear at all. So Gordon with a fly out to right and a strikeout. Leading the majors with 24 infield hits. Ahead of Segura, who has 18. He's second. Devers in at third. Red Sox leading it 3-0.
Pitch count beautiful right now. 69 pitches. 6th inning. 1 out. 10 strikeouts. It's crazy.
Romine on after the bunt single. And a 1-1. Fouled it away. 1-2. The K-men are busy today.
It's hard to count those. It really is. Ooh. That's 10.
Yeah, it's 10. Rolled back to the hill. Sale from the mound down to second to get it. No way they turn 2, not with Gordon running, but they do get the second out.
Tonight on Charlie Moore Outdoors, Charlie teams up with knuckleball legend and former Red Sox pitcher Tim Wakefield. Tim talks about winning the 2004 World Series and breaking the 86-year curse of the Bambino. Don't miss this and more on Charlie Moore's Outdoors tonight at 6.
Haniger has struck out twice. He was the first K in the book today in the first inning and number 6 in the 4th inning. Man on at first, 2 gone. Sox at the bottom of the inning will have due up JD Martinez, Mitch Moreland, and Xander Bogaerts. Offense got going last inning with the 3 spot. Xander Bogaerts, the man who started that with a double. Then Nunez singled. Devers doubled in a run. Leone and Betts with sacrifice flies to drive in a couple of more.
Thank goodness it's a 3-run game. He'd be more worried about that runner at first. 2-0 changeup.
From a guy who throws 100 miles an hour.
Seriously.
And he can paint with it.
There's a fastball here. And air it out maybe.
Well struck to right. Mookie Betts back on the track looking for more room. Leaps up and he's got it. At the last possible second. He hauled it in to Rob Haniger.
Well, Haniger gave this ball right. And Mookie had a beat on it, but he had to jump the last minute. That ball's over the fence. That's a 2-run dinger he just saved. Maybe.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear his comments. If he thought the ball was gone, maybe is right.
I'm surprised the ball carried that far.
Haniger's got some pop. Stanley, the official tools of the Boston Red Sox, but Sale continues to toss a gem yet again. 3-hit shutout for him at the moment. Bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox had 3-0. Martinez, Moreland, Bogarts against Marco Gonzalez. And a ground ball toward the hole. Romine going to be tested off balance, and he is not going to get him. Base hit for JD Martinez. He's 1 for 3.
Boy, he seemed a little faster going down the line that time. Aren't they all? This ball is in the hole, and Romine gets to this ball in the hole, but he's got to get something on it. His momentum's carrying him towards third base. He just can't. He gets it there, but the ball was, so it seemed like took forever to get there, but he's digging right there. He knows this is a knock, and he got it.
Came in hitting .326, JD Martinez. Here's Moreland. He's 0 for 2. Trying to run his hitting streak to 7 in a row. Moreland's been heating up. He's really been swinging it well all season here at Fenway. He lays off the outside one. Gonzalez pitching line brought to you by Lexus, who invites you to see, hear, feel, and experience amazing. No activity in their bullpen. The next one will be his 87th.
4 of those hits came last inning, 3 in a row.
And now leadoff base hit by Martinez. Fly to center field. Heredia looking. Go! On to the batter's eye for his 11th home run of the season. Moreland with a 2-run shot, and it was a shot.
Well, he had enough of that triple stuff. He's just going to go bridge, he figures. You don't have to run so fast when you hit a ball at where he hits it there. Right at the batter's eye, way up in there. He gets a fastball and he puts a, look at this, full extension. This big boy is strong now. He just lifts this ball way out of here. Way up there, too.
So the Sox lead it 5-0. On a power by Mitch Moreland brings up Xander Bogaerts, who got it rolling in the 5th inning with a double. Speedway will donate $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox homer. Don't forget, all summer, stop by your local Speedway. Quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze.
Some of the numbers these guys at home swing in the bat. You already mentioned it before. You know, Benintendi, JD Martinez, Mookie Betts, and he's got to be right up there too. I would assume Moreland at home. A lot of guys can wear it out here.
You tends to get very, very meaningful hits, damaging hits, as it's Bradford getting going in their bullpen. Moreland is number 6 in the American League in slugging percentage here at home, and he's 7th in OPS. So
we got some guys that put some numbers up at home.
The Sox been a good road club as well.
Oh yeah.
Flied into left center field. O'Reilly has been very busy backing up here onto the track for the first out of the inning. This homestand report brought to you by William Ravis Real Estate. Red Sox Major League ranks at home #1 in batting average, slugging, OPS, and almost 6 runs a game.
I mean, please.
Exactly what you want to do. Tear the cover off it, particularly at home.
They just do it a different way on the road. I think they get better pitching on the road, maybe, or I don't know, just whatever. They're just playing well everywhere.
Nunez with a base hit and a pop up, 1 for 2.
Used to be they just play 500 on the road and you're going to win this thing. Meanwhile, they're 12 games over on the road.
Popped up, and a play for Zunino. Third baseman Seager calls him off to make the catch, and there are 2 gone. This summer, Dunkin's got ice cream inspired iced coffee in the flavors you love: pistachio, cookie dough, butter pecan. Stop by and grab your favorites. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. This is a limited time offer. Devers had a key hit in 5th inning. The RBI double, which gave him 40.
Is he going to swing?
I don't know if he likes it. He will.
Yes,
he certainly did. 0-1.
I tell you what, if I had to pitch to him, I'm not throwing him a strike. But then again, he doesn't have to hit a strike. He can hit anything.
Two down, bases empty. Red Sox leading at 5-0.
I'm throwing him chest high fastballs and bad breaking balls. I mean that's what it seems like you want to do. But you can always make a mistake with one, and he'll crush it.
Well, last game of a series, Red Sox have been golden. They're 19-5 in series finales. 0-2 and a pop up on the infield. First baseman Healy would like to take it, and that'll do it. But Moreland finds the batter's eye. The Red Sox lead 5-0. 7th inning, Sox up 5-zip over the Seattle Mariners, and it'll be Cruz to lead things off. He has tripled and flied out to right field. Then Healy and then Seager. So the heart of their order, Cruz the DH. A little bit of cloud cover here over the last 10 or 15 minutes. Cruz with a couple of home runs in his career against Chris Sale. The 0-2 though, and he put him away with a pitch down into the dirt. And there is number 11.
I'll tell you what, Cruz is just swinging out of his hand. He got 2 strikes on him in a heartbeat, and then he took both of them. And the next pitch, he was swinging. And it didn't matter where it was, because this ball doesn't even get to the plate. I mean, he missed that ball by 2 feet.
So 11 punch outs. 6th game this year that Sale has struck out 10 or more. Healy goes chasing. He struck out and grounded out.
See, those guys go up there hacking. They said, I'm just swinging. I'm swinging out of his hand.
So there's only one guy in the lineup he has yet to strike out, and that's Denard Span. He allowed a hit to him, and then he picked him off at first base. Just because he was ticked off, he reached.
Didn't take much of a move to pick him off either.
No. The 1-1.
Take your choice. You can throw a hard breaking ball down and in, or that gas up and away.
He's got another man down. 1-2. Here it comes. Chop and through, and Devers can't get it. Raphael moving to his left, could not knock it down, so Healy's on.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings live right after the game. TC, Jim, and Steve will break down the game, and you'll hear from Chris Sale and Alex Cora, Hoop at WB Mason, celebrating over 20 years of same-day delivery.
Well, there's the fourth hit of the ball game for Seattle. Seager will be next. 1 for 18 lifetime against Sale. Sox have out hit them 7-4 in there for a strike.
He did that last time. He threw him 3 breaking balls.
Healy on the 0-1. 99.
Little 99, little hair for you here in the 7th inning.
Would have been a strike had he not swung the bat. And the 0-2. Oh, man.
Yep.
Strikes him out for the 3rd time. 12 Ks today and counting for Sale.
Oh yeah, this is the 3rd time. Struck him out again on a slider, just like he did the last 2 times. Really no chance. Bailing a little bit right there. That is so difficult. Seager coming in, what, 1 for 16 you said? 1 for 19.
1 for 19
Yahoo.
now. He does make a lot of good hitters look bad. Heredia's 0 for 2.
I mean, he could get strike 2 in a heartbeat. Boom, boom.
These numbers updated. So since 2014, only Scherzer has more strikeouts than Chris Sale.
And he doesn't walk anybody, and neither does Scherzer. I mean, doesn't walk anybody. This year has walked a little, a few more than he normally does. Had a couple of bad games where he walked 4, I think, which is unlike him.
5-0 Sox here in the 7th inning, and the 1-1 coming to Heredia. '87 pitches, 68 of them have been strikes. And most of them very, very dirty.
There's some hair coming at you right here.
Three and one.
That's that angle too. He comes from where no one really comes from. Deception and gas. It's lethal.
I think this is his first 3-ball count today. And he will walk him. First walk, first and second for Seattle in front of Zunino. Tickets for the 2018-19 Boston Bruins season are on sale right now. The schedule has just come out. Be at TD Garden for the biggest games as the Bees take on original 6 opponents and their top rivals. Get yours right now at Ticketmaster.com. Be here before you know it.
Zunino, he's a punch out waiting to happen.
He has fanned twice.
Thank you.
He's been an all or nothing guy, hitting 196, a lot of Ks, but he has hit 11 home runs. Pretty good power from the catcher. .99 but in. Chris Sale's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket.
He almost looks too strong. Here we are in the 7th inning, and he's coming out of his shoes a little bit with the fastball.
Did you feel that way on occasion?
I never felt like this. I'm trying to paint. I'm trying to bring it. Look at that.
1-2. Looking down the barrel of his 13th strikeout today.
You know, if he twists his wrist, he's out. If he throws him a high fastball, he's out. I don't know. I mean, take your choice.
This crowd very appreciative of his mastery. Got him! He struck him out at 100 miles an hour. He struck out 3 more in the inning. He has 13. Sailing indeed. Red Sox on top 5-0. Chris Sale just brilliant. We're going to keep it here for God Bless America at Fenway. Look at that strikeout again of Mike Zunino.
That high fastball plays big time, especially when you're throwing 99 with 100-mile-an-hour. Geez, see ya.
So the Red Sox with a 5-0 lead. Sale has been incredible.
Take me out to the ball game. We ask you to please rise. Here to perform God Bless America is a 3-time Boston Music Award nominee who has been performing nationally since 2014. Please welcome Marcella Cruz.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Right-hander Bradford down to the ball game for Seattle to begin the bottom of the 7th inning. The Red Sox up 5-0 on what has been a spectacular Sale day at Fenway Park. Certainly looks like Chris Sale is probably finished for the day. Man, did he pitch a dandy if that's the case.
Man, this is special. You know, you see the manager do this to you. I mean, my goodness. High five and everybody. Thank thee, thank thee, thank you. Yes, yes, yes.
7 shutout innings, 13 strikeouts. Only 4 hits allowed. One of those was a bunt.
I mean, this guy, man. Chris Sale, he is something, man.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
He belongs in the All-Star game. The 2-1 fouled away. Sandy Leon with an RBI today and a sac fly. Red Sox scored 3 times in the 5th inning. And then a mammoth home run by Moreland to dead center field. 2-run shot in the 6th inning added to that. Joe Kelly getting loose.
Yeah, Sale started the last 2 All-Star games.
Two fouled away. I mean, you really are looking at, hate to throw it out there this early, but you know what I'm going to say.
Oh yeah,
you're looking at a guy moving on a Hall of Fame path.
Oh yeah,
without question.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, just got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big if. But he could put up numbers that nobody had put up.
His 10th start this year with 1 or fewer earned runs. 1 or no earned runs allowed this season. It's the 3rd most in the American League behind Verlander and Blake Snell.
But you know, when you see the lifetime stuff, there's so many in the Hall of Fame. You talk about Randy Johnson, all these great pitchers. What the difference with him is the strikeouts to walks. You know, they're the guys that strike out so many guys. They walk a lot of guys.
Right. 2-2. We started out the season against Tampa Bay by going 6, didn't walk anybody. A couple of starts later against the Yankees, 6 no walks.
I mean, you talk about striking out 3,000 guys. It's pretty, you're in. Everybody with 3,000 punch-outs is in, except for Roger. But another story.
3-2, and he struck him out. Leon going down on a knee, one away here in the 7th. Here's the upcoming schedule now presented by Buick. After today, the Red Sox will be hosting the Angels for 3 games beginning Tuesday. Then it is on to the Bronx for 3 against the Yankees. They have a slow-moving game today. Tampa Bay leading New York 6-4, 5th inning. And Tropicana Field. Jackie Bradley now, good day going, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles.
I mean, when's the last time he walked to the box 2 for 2 in a game? It's been a while. So that's got to feel good. He just needs to put a couple games together, relax a little bit, and you got to forget about that average. You'd love to see it at 200, though. I mean, there we go. Look at this.
To center field, that is going to drop in. He's 3 for 3. Well, turning in a really nice day for JBJ.
Doesn't crush this ball. It looked like a slider that got in on him. It didn't hit not square on the barrel, but didn't have to. Makes up for some of the line drives they were caught.
Mookie Betts drove in a run in the 5th inning with sac flies. Also struck out twice today, hitting .339 with 19 home runs. Mookie made a catch on the warning track earlier today. I think it may have gone out of the ballpark had he not been there. This one popped up, and that'll be over the top of the netting into the boxes. Now, for quite a while today, we had some sunshine. Clouded up since. Let's look at that play.
He got a beat on that, and it sort of drifted with it, backpedaled, and makes the catch. I don't know if it was going to go out or not when you see the replay, but still a good play.
It depends on the angle you get on the replay, doesn't it? I mean, we've looked at it from about 4 or 5 different angles, and
anytime you're backpedaling, it kind of fooled him a little bit as far as it went.
0-2, runner holding, fouled off. Here's another angle.
Let's check this angle out. Can't really tell either right there, because he carries it all. I don't think it would have went out, but we'll never know.
Oh yeah, we will. Yeah, we're going to ask Mookie.
Okay.
Because
he could. You ask him all you want. He can't tell.
Sure he can.
Come on.
He knows that area like the back of his hand. I'll bet you whatever you want to bet. What do you want to bet? That
you're going to ask him. You think that ball was a home run? And you think he's going to say?
He'll have a definite answer. And there goes the runner, and no throw by Zunino.
Oh, Jackie! I'll tell you what, Jackie. He picks his spots, doesn't he? 8 for 8 this year. He just knows exactly when to go. When, like, I don't know. It's just 2 strikes on Mookie, and he's gone. And he picked. There's no chance. He hasn't got lightning speed, but he sure does know when to go.
He's perfect. 8 for 8. 1-2 fouled off. See, I think any one of these outfielders for the Red Sox can tell you exactly how many strides, once they get to the warning track, it is to the wall.
But once he's turned around and started backpedaling, he didn't know exactly what was going on. He's just trying to catch this thing. You know what I mean?
You really got my interest on this, because I'm going to ask him about it.
Because he wasn't, when you've got it measured perfectly,
No, I believe Mookie Betts. If Mookie tells us, I think it was gone or it wasn't gone, I believe it.
Yeah, but I think that fooled him, because normally he would have camped, and he sort of kind of drifted a little bit with it, because I think it fooled him. It fooled me. I didn't think it was going that far.
But we're way up here. He's way down there. He's right up against that wall. So,
well, he's a veteran at snatching balls over the fence. I realize that.
And did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. He's had a tough day at the plate. with 3 strikeouts. Very rare for him, although he does have an RBI. Of course, coming off an illness yesterday. Lexus has developed the Lexus Strikeout Hunger program in partnership with Nesson and the Greater Boston Food Bank. Visit your Boston area Lexus dealer in June to donate non-perishable food items. For more info, visit Nesson.com/Lexus. So 2 away. Bradley at second. Benintendi looking to pick him up and make it 6-0. He is 0 for 3. Gotten a little bit gloomy at the ballpark. They haven't fired up the lights yet.
The wind's not moving much.
No. Fouled off. JD Martinez on deck. Red Sox leading at 5-0. They have out-hit Seattle 8-4. A little bit of blue sky there, but directly overhead, that's not the case.
We need some sun. That'll happen this week. You watch.
I'm sure the Sox would love
People
that.
like sun on the weekend, not during the weekdays,
yeah,
right?
The Sox would love it on the off day. On Monday, no baseball Monday. Angels in Tuesday. And that means Mike Trout. You're going to have 3 of the top candidates, at least in the early going, for MVP in the American League, and Trout, Betts, and Martinez.
Well, we got 2 with us every day, right?
Well, no question.
That's the greatest player in the game.
1-2.
Wouldn't you say? He's the greatest player in the game.
Trout is now.
No, yeah, no doubt about it.
He's won 2 MVPs. And
he's done what nobody's done to this point in his career.
Right. I agree. And right now he's not feeling great. He's got a finger injury that's really troubled him, and he's been DHing a lot. They've taken him out of the outfield, but he and Martinez are tied for the lead at 23 home runs. Trout's hitting .327. Martinez .326 coming into play today.
Wait till you see some of the names with the Angels. You haven't heard some of these guys. I'm telling you. A lot of names that I haven't heard of.
You said John Lamb, the lefty, who will go in game 1.
He's got hair down to his back. You will not believe how long his hair is. And it's white as white can be. Like Surfer Boy with hair down. I mean, it is like, you've never seen anything like it.
See, now you've sold like 3,000 tickets right there.
There you go. Wait till you see this guy's moss. It's unbelievable.
1-2 went the other way and stabbed by Seager. He flips on to retire the side. 1 man left. Red Sox with a 5-0 lead going to the 8th inning. And a pitching change. The afternoon is done for Chris Sale. He was spectacular. Quality start brought to you by BioFreeze.
And this is what we saw all day long. You see the break ball never even got there to Cruz. Slider to Seager. See ya. And the high. Geez, see ya. 100 mile an hour. 13 punch outs. Yes.
BioFreeze pain relief that works. Sale with only 4 hits over 7 shutout innings. He had 3 innings where he struck out 3 men. Kelly coming on, 34th appearance, a 3.09 ERA for Joe. He'll get Span, Romine, and Gordon. So another guy who can throw 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, what new? Run him out there. He's been good all year. He's had just a couple hiccups.
And in it for a strike on Denard Span. Nick Vincent loosening in the bullpen for Seattle. Winner of this one wins the series and takes the season series. And the 0-1 pitch. This one a ways away from ending, but If the Sox do win the ball game and take the series, that's going to continue a recent run of misery for the Seattle Mariners. Red Sox beat them on the West Coast to split the series. They won on Sunday of last week, and then the Mariners went on the road, came to the East Coast, and were swept by the Yankees before the Red Sox jumped them on Friday night 14-10, and are on the verge of taking 2 out of 3 this weekend.
So this is like 6 out of 7 if they lose today, right? Hello. Meanwhile, this club, you know, they have so much success in one-run games. And they were on a roll there for a while. Their problem is they've got Houston that's just incredible, and they can't stay up with them. And you think about going forward for them. Cano comes back, whether you know or not, like middle of August.
Right, from that suspension.
But he can't play in the playoffs.
That's correct. Yeah. So what do you do?
I don't know. I mean,
he's going to play.
And, you know, and then they're missing Segura. I mean, you haven't got Segura. This is not the same team.
Line shot, but right there, Bogaerts, he gets knocked back on that liner, but he's got it for the out.
It's like got staggered with that line drive. Kind of flat-footed, but he caught it. Thing right there, perfect positioning. Oh.
Very similar to watching Mookie the other day in Minnesota, where he barely had to move on a Mauer fly ball.
Right.
And then he took the blue card, the position card, out of his back pocket and waved it at the dugout. Yeah, he's a good student, and so is Xander Bogaerts.
I saw Bogaerts look in his hat. He must have his instructions on inside his hat.
Yeah, the infielders do. That one ate up Romine, who has bunted for a hit and also struck out.
Got this game down to a science. Literally.
Yeah, feels like it. Perfectly positioned. You mentioned Houston. They're beating up on Kansas City 8-0 in the 3rd inning.
Check him out. See? Yeah.
And Mookie Betts the other day in Minnesota. This was hilarious.
Man, this game has changed, man.
Mookie's like, I know how to hit the books.
We used to go over in meetings, you know. Well, he throws hard, so play him the other way. You know what I mean? That's it. We go over the hitters meeting or pitchers meeting. It took 10 minutes. This game's come a long ways. It's beyond me.
Analytics. (2-1), which is not to say it's entirely about what the scouts are telling you, what the analytic guys are saying. Hey, you have to be here. Alex Cora talked about it the other day. Said they then discuss the information. You know, they take it all in, and then they make adjustments off of that.
They tweak it. Yeah, I'm sure.
Which is what they did the other day on the Mauer play.
My question is, I wonder what they're going to do in the future with the shifts. You know, they're talking about not letting necessarily, just tweak it a little bit to where you can't play in the outfield. You got to have a foot in the dirt, right? So you don't get guys playing like, what do they call it, buck short out there. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Do you like that idea?
Yeah, I don't like that rover stuff. That's ridiculous. You know, bring him in a little bit.
Rounded up the middle. Bogaerts right there behind the bag. That positioning's really paid off here. 2 fast outs in the 8th.
Yeah, tonight at 10 on NESN Sports Today. Get a recap of the Bruins at the NHL Draft. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is helpful as the people.
2-away for Gordon, who has flied out, struck out, and grounded back to the pitcher into a fielder's choice. Even 5-0. He's a threat to bunt. 2 away in the 8th. You cannot say enough about what Chris Sale did today. Over 7 innings, 13 strikeouts. Walked only 1 man. He was riding up around 80% on strikes most of the day. He had everything working.
I mean, he has to. There's only a handful of guys like this, right, in the game.
True aces, yes.
Yeah, there's only a handful, and Scherzer's one of them. I love Scherzer. I love to watch him pitch.
Yeah, when healthy, Kershaw's one of those guys.
Yep.
Who can really dominate. I think Verlander is.
Yeah, I think so. Kluber is.
Kluber certainly is. Backing up Benintendi right there. He's got it. That's a fast inning for Joe Kelly. After Red Sox post-game coverage presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts. Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, Garrett Austin with you. Bottom of the 8th inning, 5-0. They're going to bring on Nick Vincent from the pen for the Mariners to take on JD Martinez. Goes after the first pitch, a 2-bouncer to Seager. And JD is 1 for 4 on the day. Time for our high-strength steel play, brought to you by New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado.
He shows off his power today. You see when he gets extended like that, he drives the ball out of the ballpark way in the batter's eye.
His 11th. As you said, he was like, enough of the triples. You know, 2 of those in the last couple of days, 4 this season.
He looks like a guy that really doesn't want to run, right? Too far.
Yeah,
looks like
triples.
Looks like a football linebacker to me. He's a big dude, man.
He's a good athlete, and he's also one of the best base runners on this team.
Like good instincts?
Yes.
Yes. You don't have to be fast to be a good base runner. I've seen a lot of fast guys that you got to lasso. Huh?
Yeah.
Like Benintendi, you got to lasso him. He gets a little carried away sometimes.
Well, Barnes getting loose in the Sox pen. Joe Kelly just came on and got them in order. Red Sox ahead 5-0. Lights are on at Fenway. Now Moreland had a little bit of a dip, but he's not dipping anymore.
Well, he went crazy when they first got rid of Hanley Ramirez. He was wearing it out, didn't he? Right away, he was just
pops that one up into left. Span plenty of time to get there, and that'll be on number 2.
But he's really never had an opportunity to, I think the most he's driven in was a little over 80 runs with Texas.
Red Sox baseball brought to you by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of Major League Baseball and the Sox. Your New England Audi dealers, get behind the wheel of the Audi you've always wanted. Digital Federal Credit Union, what can DCU save you? Your local New England Ford dealers, and by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees, that's transparency.
I'm over here chirping and you're trying to get the advertisements in. Sorry,
that's okay, man. I'll chirp around your chirping. Denard Span having a little fun with the crowd there, but he just deked everybody down that line.
Well, he's going to throw it in the stands?
Well, he faked it, and then he got booed when he didn't do it.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So he makes the catch. Nope.
Ah.
And they booed him. And he knew that was coming.
Yeah, well, he would have thrown it in the stands if it was a third out, right? You would think.
I think so, for sure. Denard's a very fine player. In fact, the Red Sox have seen enough of him this year.
Yeah.
Because he's hurt them with the bat. But the Red Sox have a 5-0 lead here, closing in on winning the series and the season series from Seattle.
I wonder if the Seattle team has enough. I mean, even to be a wild card team, they played so well. Is this truly who they are? Are they this good? That's what I want to know. I mean, what's your call? Do you think they're this good?
This is an interesting time they're in right now because they've come to the East Coast and they've gotten knocked around.
Yeah.
They've only won 1 game. Yankees swept them. The Sox are closing in on this one. So it's been an interesting test, and they're not passing it at the moment. 5-0 Red Sox. Mattress is back at Jordan's Furniture. Get an amazing queen-size mattress set with pocketed coils and a soft quilted Eurotop design for just $449. Visit a store or shop online today. Matt Barnes on, looking to close this one out. Red Sox with a 5-0 advantage. On a day where Chris Sale dominated again. 13 strikeouts in 7 innings, 4 hits. For the left-hander. Haniger is 0 for 3. He was the man that hit the shot to right field that Mookie Betts may have taken back from being a home run. Matt Barnes 1-2, 2.76 ERA in 32 appearances. And he's been in a good groove. 96, but he missed with that one. 2-0. Red Sox did all the scoring in the game to this point over 2 innings. 3 runs in the 5th and 2 more in the 6th inning. On a 2-run homer to the batter's eye by Moreland. Fought off down the right field line, foul. Here's our game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Well, Sale was just amazing. Moreland with his 11th home run. Devers really got the offense going in that 3-run 5th inning. A double, an RBI, a run, 1 for 3 on the day.
Bradley's got 3 hits.
Evens up the count 2-2. Cruz on deck.
Barnes pumping fastballs as usual. We saw a split finger from him last time out Friday night. Few and far between, even though he sets it up every time like that.
It gives the hitter something else to have to worry about, though. To the shortstop. Bogart's down for the backhand. Close. Got him. Haniger getting up that line, but he's 0 for 4.
I'll tell you what, he took a backhand and sort of took his time and pumped a little bit. Haniger is just flying down the line. That's close play.
A key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire, complete auto service. We're always here to get you there. Nelson Cruz against the Red Sox. In his career, 22 home runs. After a pair of those on Friday. One off a light tower. Still big time power.
Dave Kingman hit a ball off me. I'm talking light tower. I guess back when they had the Coke bottles, but I've never seen a ball so high in my life. I'm talking lights.
Liner, Betts closing on it. Mookie makes a nice catch on a dipping line drive. 2 down. Made a couple of nice plays, hasn't he?
Boy, he's so valuable in right field. This is such a tough right field. A lot of ground to cover. This ball slicing away from him. He makes plays so easy. You know, he really does. He gets to the ball so quick. Perfect route. Good speed.
He does in the most challenging right field in baseball.
Totally.
On his way to another Gold Glove. Ryan Healy 1 for 3. The crowd wants it to end on him. 5-0 Sox here in the 9th inning.
Seattle's going to head on over to Baltimore. Hopefully get some luck over there. Baltimore might just turn it on. They're due to do something.
It has not been a very good trip east for Seattle, that's for sure. 1-1 to count. Ground ball, that may do it. Bogart's up and over, and the Red Sox take the series and the season series from the Mariners, and they do it today with a combined shutout. Chris Sale deserving the lion's share of this one, TC. He was brilliant.